Something I've been using for years. I'm not even sure if you can still get them, but if you can, well, this particular one I don't think you can get. You can still get what they call a shooting stick. And that's what this is. The V-notch, there's a V-notch that'll go on the top of this that'll make this a shooting stick. And the V-notch is actually in my camera bag back at the house. But this, I can make this thing about this tall, actually about this tall, hold it out, put my rifle right in that V, and I'm steady. And especially if you have to stand there for an extended period of time holding that gun out on target. That can get a little tiring. This will help you out. The other thing this does, and see if I can get close enough without this thing blurring. See that right there? I could take this. This is the same thread that all these cameras use. Not that I'm going to set this camera. This is my Canon 60D. It's heavy. I'm not putting it up here. But I have put my GoPro up here. So this is a good mount for the GoPro. And when I'm walking along, I don't have to pull it out. I can put the GoPro up here, do my little thing, record a video, shut it off, and keep going. So, but I have used this with the camera you're watching now, my Canon 60D. But what I've used it for is I use it for a monopod. Again, I could get that thing up to about here. I love it. Use this to steady the camera if I'm going to be shooting in one spot for an extended period of time. I've done this with the barrel races a lot because I'll start shooting at a barrel race when I was doing that before the pandemic hit. I start shooting at a barrel race anytime, probably about 1 o'clock, and sometimes I've gone to about 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning shooting the riders as I go. And this, as silly as it may sound, this actually helped keep the fatigue factor down. This helped me take what energy I had and extend it out longer. So what does this thing, how does this thing go up and down? Well, it's a twist lock. You twist it one way, you slide it around, twist it back the other way, locked in place. As I said, you can get these if you go to a sporting goods store or a sporting goods section in a department store. These are called shooting sticks. I've seen some trekking poles, I think I call them, that have this on, but they don't quite get up high enough. It's kind of more like a selfie stick. You pick it up, you do your selfie thing, you put it back down, keep walking. With the shooting sticks, you can get these things up to where you need them to do better camera work and what have you, or use your rifle. So these are out there. Like this particular brand, this is the Hammers. And I do not believe they make this particular brand anymore. If they do, I will put a link in the comments. Or put a link in the description. Sorry about that. But I've had this thing for 20 years, and this thing is worth its weight in gold. Now, I know it's not very bushcrafty. Or is it? The reason I say that, many things that you carry for bushcraft will have a multiple use. I can use this as a walking stick. I can use this as a monopod for my camera. I can use this with another thing up here to steady my rifle when I'm hunting. So there's 3 uses right there. Literally, like if I want to put some hash marks on the bottom of it in inch increments, I can use it as a measuring stick. So there are many different things that this can do. And just in general, having a walking stick is actually, when you're out here in the woods, in the forest, walking around doing your thing, one of these comes in handy. Not just a aluminum one, whether you pick one up off the landscape, you make and finish one at home out of wood, or you have something like this. This thing comes in very handy, especially if you have to steady yourself. Where this really shines for me, walking across roots or rocks, where I could put this down, actually steady myself before I take my next step if it's that bad, or water crossings. Water crossing, this almost acts like a third leg. I could sit there. Not only can I feel where it's solid, if the water is murky, I can also look down and tell about how deep it is. How deep am I going to be stepping in? So I can kind of use this to test the ground in front of me on that water crossing to tell me how deep it is, how you guys, I can see how clear it is, and tell me how safe it's going to be before I take that next step. So these, I mean, a walking stick in general has many uses. This has a couple more. So, not exactly a product review, but I've drug this thing out, I don't know in how many different videos, and felt I needed to do maybe a little bit of an explanation on it. So, I hope you guys don't mind. I appreciate the views. Look forward to the comments. Thank you to those who just subscribed and those who've been subscribed. I can't talk today. And I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.